Well, hello, Facebook, and welcome to Joe's Body Shop Live. Check this out. At the school, we were talking about the muscles involved and back pain in general, and we talked about things that we can do and what we have to address. Well, guess what? Now I'm going to show you how to do that. So come on in here. I've got a demo ready to do for you. So come on in. Say hello to Debbie, and Debbie's back. So she's all ready to receive a massage. And Debbie, what did you do to your back yesterday?
I played in the garden.
Ah, so garden back.
Weeding.
Where does your back hurt today?
Low back.
Low back. Okay. So this is a very typical kind of a complaint that we get, especially in the spring and as we get into summer. People are loving it. They're working in their yard, mowing grass, cutting branches, working in her garden, and sometimes we tend to overdo it. And so we need to start to assess what's going on. And I was very fortunate. I watched Debbie come in, and she was kind of a little bit humped over, kind of nursing her back a little bit as she was coming in. And so we sent her back here to prepare while we were setting up our demo for today. So we've got, like I mentioned earlier for the Colorado Springs School of Massage video, a number of different methods that we can use. And so I'm going to ask our cameraman to come over to this side so I can work on Debbie's back and show you some of the things that we do. And so we're going to first start to warm up the area and kind of start to palpate a little bit. I'm looking for imbalances. And by that I mean it's tighter on one side than on the other. I too, while I'm doing this, you'll notice I am making sure that my posture is correct for doing this kind of work. I am not putting too much angle on my wrists so that I can do hours of massage on Debbie, which I know she loves, so I don't hurt myself. I'm also widening my stance so that I can get in there and start doing some good massage. So let's oil up, and let's start with effleurage. And as I'm doing this effleurage method, effleurage is really just gently warming up the tissues of the body that you're working on. I am also applying the oil, getting some glide, and deepening my pressure. And as I start to apply more pressure, I could start feeling different layers of muscles. I could feel tension right in here. I could feel it starting to tighten up in the mid-back. And as I get down to the lower back, it's also tight. Not being disrespectful, Debbie, but I need to get to the rest of your low back.
Like you're wearing high water jeans.
And so now we could start going even deeper. We'll start doing some circular cross fiber on areas that are very tight. And I would love to be making contact with you over there, but I'm also working on Debbie here. I need to see what I'm doing. All of my senses right now are tuned into Debbie's body. Not only am I feeling for tension, I'm feeling for balance left and right, I'm also feeling for her to flinch or not flinch if I'm applying too much pressure, or if I happen to hit that particular spot that's really painful. We could start using forearms. And Debbie's making yummy sounds if you can't hear them.
Feels good.
Thank you. Now, we've got some real tight spots down here. Debbie, I'm going to start going a little bit deeper, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to start using my elbow. And we're kind of rubbing out all those tight areas. We're going to come over here to the other side and make sure that we have balance from side to side. That's good. I would love to do a couple of stretches with you, Debbie. Can I do that?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to lift your hip, and I'm going to stretch your low back out like this. So as you notice, I'm pushing down here and I'm lifting the hip up. That creates a stretch for all of these low back muscles. And all of this is with the goal of lengthening muscles that are in spasm. If I did that with a thrust, I would be doing a very bad thing. I'd be doing a chiropractic adjustment, and that is not what I'm trained for, and that is not my goal here. My goal is to lengthen those muscles. How does that feel, Debbie? Always important to really pay attention to your client and ask for feedback. How does that feel? Do you like the pressure? All of those things, super important. Does anybody have any questions while we're working on Debbie?
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead and ask your question.
So, just out of curiosity, when you have a body that's a little bit thicker, is it harder to feel the muscles?
For somebody who weighs a little bit more than your typical person, many times you just have to go a little bit slower so that you can make sure you can tell the difference between adipose tissue. Those of you that know what that means, adipose means fat. So when there's a little bit more thickness in the fat layer, you have to be a little bit more attentive to the muscles underneath that layer. And it's not difficult. It really isn't any harder to work on a heavy person than a light person. You just have to be more attentive, really. That's all you need. Just be more attentive. Your pressures will be a little bit more gradual. You don't want sharp technique through a lot of adipose tissue. You want to just kind of gently work your way in there, and you'll be every bit as effective as if you were working on a young athlete versus somebody who's been on the couch too long.
And Joe, it's not hard to realize that there's probably somebody watching this right now who's saying to themselves, I've always wanted to do this. What do I do to be able to make this happen?
Just give us a call. You can call the front office, 719-444-0708, and we will be happy to schedule you an appointment. We've got male therapists, we've got female therapists, and we're bringing on an apprentice, so reduced rates for semi-professional massage. I can't say professional yet because he's not licensed, but as an apprentice, wow, he does an amazing massage. And the more work he does, the closer I am to retirement. So give us a call, 444-0708, and we will be happy to soothe all parts of your body, and you will be in a billion% better shape after that massage than before the massage.
I know I'm working in my yard today, Joe, and I'm already thinking, I wonder if I can work them in next week.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Give us a call. We'll get you on there. How's that back feeling, Debbie?
That feels amazing.
Oh, good. Good. I would like you to come in again next week. Let's get you on the calendar so we can do a follow-up session, because it's always good to do a little bit of follow-up, make sure that we caught everything on the first time. Sometimes there's layers that are deeper that require a second or a third visit, but you'll love it. You'll totally love it.
Awesome.
All righty, folks. We're done here and done for the day. If you have any questions that you didn't ask, call us, 719-444-0708. We'd be happy to answer your questions. We'd be even happier to put you on the calendar and get you one of these massages. So until next time, have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.